Okay, continuing on with solving quadratic equations. These ones I'm going to give you in this video have to be factored before they can be solved. So we can practice all that lovely factorizing you did a couple of videos ago. So it's equal to 0, so that's good, and now we just have to put the brackets in. This is why we learn all that factorizing. We look at the last sign, it's plus, that one's plus, and so we know they're both going to be plus. The signs are both the same signs in the brackets, and this time both plus. What two numbers multiply to 3 and add to 4? We only have one choice because 3 is a prime number. 3 and 1, and it doesn't matter which bracket they go in. So we've now factorized it, so we can go ahead and solve it. Either x plus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. And take 3 off that side, we have to take it off the other side as well, and so x equals negative 3 or x is equal to negative 1, and those are our two solutions. Okay, let's try the next one. Put that down a bit. Okay, so first we have to factorize. So we have our two brackets, and it's going to equal 0. And we can set this up, x. Now we look at that last sign, it's plus. So the signs are the same, and looking at that one, they're both plus. What two numbers multiply to 10 and add to 7? And so I'm going to use 5 and 2. And it doesn't matter which bracket they go in, because the signs are the same. And solving, x plus 5 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0, and so x is equal to negative 5, or x is equal to negative 2. Our two solutions. Okay, the next one. Two brackets equal to 0, we've got an x and an x, because that's x squared. Now we look at the last sign, it is minus. And so we know the signs in the brackets are different. One is plus and one is minus. So we have to say what two numbers multiply to 15 and have a difference of 2. And so we're going to choose 5 and 3. Because when I take 3 away from 5, I get 2. Now it matters which bracket they go in, so I look at the sign in the middle is plus, and so I want my big number with the plus. And now I go ahead and solve it. X plus 5 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. And so the solutions are x is equal to negative 5, or x is equal to 3. And I'm taking 5 off both sides, but I'm putting plus 5 onto the other side and changing the sign. It's a quick way. Okay, next one. Now notice there's no constant, so I'm only going to do a single bracket, factorizing. X plus 7 is equal to 0. So either x is equal to 0, so that's one solution, or x plus 7 is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 7. And that is our other solution. Okay, moving down, you could try these. Okay, first one. I have to factorize, so I set my brackets up equal to 0. I look at the last sign, it's plus, so I know the signs are the same in the brackets. Then I look at that, and they're the same, but they're both negative. What two numbers multiply to 12 and add to 7? So I could have 6 and 2, no, because they add to 8. 4 and 3, 4 and 3 is 7, good. So I'm going to use 4 and 3. So x minus 4 equals 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. And my two solutions are 4 and 3. Great. Okay, next one. Factorize first. X. Look at the last sign, it's minus, so the signs are different. Now, what two numbers multiply to 30 and have a difference of 7? And I immediately think of 10 and 3 will fit. I look at that sign, the middle sign, and because it's minus, I'm going to put my 10 with the minus. And you can always expand and check you've got it round the right way. Solve. X plus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 10 is equal to 0. And so my two solutions are x equals negative 3, or x is equal to 10. Yay. Now, last one, move it down. Oh no, we've got 2 to go. I notice there's no constant term, and so it is a single bracket, factorising. Okay, either x is equal to 0, my first expression, or x plus 6 is equal to 0. So there's our one solution, or x equals negative 6. Other solution. Now the last one doesn't have a constant term either, so I can factor a 2 out and an x. So I can put a 2x outside the bracket and now factorise the second bracket. So I'm going to have an x minus 2 times what equals 10 is a 5 equals 0. Either 2x is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0. And so solving, doesn't matter what number's in front of x, if there's no constant, x is always equal to 0 or x is equal to 5. And those are our two solutions.